What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the seat at the table that you have claimed as you are here to listen this next podcast. Man, hit that likes button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and follow us at Nerds of the Round Table. That's KNERDS of the Round Table at on everything at. I don't know why I said at. And or Marvel, more Marvel. So this is Agatha episode 1, right? Seekest thou the road. Yo, let's hop into it. So I'm digging this True Detective vibe they got, you know? This stereotypical crime scene depicted start of the show. that she's just like going through the motions. She's this grumpy detective and she doesn't want to be there. But as soon as she sees that Jane Doe, the whole vibe changes. And I'm loving Catherine Hahn's just like the way she's playing, the fact that she knows something's off, but she's not quite sure what it is that's off. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, which is awesome. So yeah, Jane Doe is crushed by some sort of large falling apparatus, right? But isn't from this area, obviously, because there's just trees around. Obviously, a tree could have crushed her, but obviously, I'm saying obviously a lot. Let me calm down. But these trees around her aren't crushing her, right? So it wasn't the tree that crushed her. So, you know, and then there's a few clues there, you know, if you're smart enough or if you're keen-eyed enough or if you remember enough about what's going on in the MCU, but we got these black fingers once to get. Black fingers that we first saw on who? Agatha. Yes, Agatha had the black fingers. And it's just a huge giveaway of who it is, right? Because there's only been a couple people with black fingers. It's been Agatha, it's been Wanda, and it's been Doctor Strange. And Agatha's alive, and it's a Jane Doe, so you know. So yeah, so I was watching this. I watched this twice, and the second time I was trying to figure out, like, was she just running around the neighborhood, right, in her hallucination, trying to investigate Wanda's death? That's what I was trying to figure out. And I've come to the conclusion that she was in the neighborhood wandering around trying to figure out her death. Because of everybody's reactions after she's finally broken out and is buck-ass nude in the middle of the neighborhood. And she's talking to him. And if you listen to that dialogue, it's implied by what's his name, Herb, that that she's been acting a little off as she's been running around the neighborhood this week. So he says that she's been acting a little True Detective, which is where that first line came from, because it's on my mind fresh, right? So yeah. So she goes through her detective work, right? She ends up at the library where Dottie is. She's yelling at Dottie because Dottie doesn't want to help her at all. She finally figures out where this book was. And then she goes to where the book was, and the whole area is burned up, but just in this one area, right? And then this guy's like, it got burned up. First of all, who's this guy and why is he just randomly stalking her by these books that randomly burst into flame in such a distinct pattern as to just be just this section of books and no other books around? And then why aren't the books cleaned up? And why isn't it like cordoned off that like this is under investigation if somebody burned the books? Like, aren't they still trying to figure out like or maybe not? I mean, like, either way, why is it still burned up and why is the section I don't know. It's all very odd. But also, she's in that hallucination, so it doesn't really matter. We can't get too much into the weeds, even though I just did. Who cares? But that's just something I was thinking of. You know how when you're watching the episode though, you were like, why are these books burned like that? Like, you were just like, what the heck? And who is this random guy that's like, it's weird. Is that guy me? Is that guy somebody? I don't know. Rio Vidal comes as this FBI agent. Really, this is the Green Witch if you just go to the Googles and look it up, which is what people do when they make YouTube videos. But so yeah, Rio Vidal is a person that's been made for the show, who is the antagonist thus far in this episode, right? So Rio Vidal, she is a green witch, meaning that she has the powers to control earth magic, earth-based abilities, right? So she can heal, as you saw, and she could probably manipulate some sort of plant life or do something crazy like that. We will see as time goes on. New character means new set of rules, which means new dopeness, right? Why? I thought it was interesting that Agatha said when they were fighting that she could not absorb her power, otherwise that would kill her. Why would her power kill her? That's just something to keep in the back of your mind. Like, why would her power kill her? What kind of power does this lady have to where her power is going to kill Agatha, who's extremely powerful, if she were to absorb that power herself? That's nuts. I don't understand what that's about. But yeah. So, as we turned up at Agatha's house, I was yelling at my fiance, there's somebody in the house, because I had a sneaky suspicion that Billy was just going to show up in the house. And obviously, Billy just showed up in the house at some point. And then she ran down the street, found him, captured him, brought him back to the house, but was like in the illusion. Therefore, she was seeing a detective like room interrogation style. And she was talking to a painting while showing him flowers on the desk in front of him, and he started speaking Latin, and then maybe like she started getting lucid. I don't know what the Latin was about, but that was cool. He has black fingers. Interesting. Should have given you a clue though as to who he was immediately, because those black fingers, if you're talking about Wanda's kid who looks like he has some sort of magical ability like she does, right? He may have I'm assuming the way that Billy has gotten to the MCU is due to the fact that he messed with some sort of dark magic, which is why his fingers are blotted black, right? So these are just things to keep in the back of your mind as you unwind and watch these shows. So Agatha finally breaks out of the spell. I love how they depicted it. First of all, like 3 years. She's been in the spell for 3 years. I like that scene too, though. When she starts, she's like, "Oh, it's so hot. It's so, you know how you get. You ever done like a hard workout, right? You just like you into it, right? And then like sometime during that workout or like post workout, you realize, oh man, like I'm real warm, real warm, and I can't breathe. You feel like the clothes constrict you. You're like, man, I gotta get like, that's what I love. I love how she played that. She played that so well, because that's how I was like, yeah, that's how you'd be feeling. You'd be like, get this off of me. Like, I need this off. It's hot. Oh, that's funny. But no, and then did y'all notice that, like, I mean, obviously you did because she turned black and white, or you should have. But she was going through like the episodes of WandaVision, which I thought was super clever and interesting. And I was digging that. So yeah, Rio and Agatha fight. I like the little fight they had. It was kind of cool, showing Rio's powers a little bit here and there. She stood up all creepy. That was really, that was, I digging that. I'm digging this like horror vibe, these horror elements brought into this show. Like that. 3 years? I'm sorry. That's a long time to be under a spell. Like, I understand why she just ran outside and just started ranting and raving to the neighborhood. Like, what is going on? Like, how long has it been? You know what I mean? I understand that. Rio says, though, here's the big part. Here's the juicy part. Here's the tidbits. You remember when we first went into Agatha's house and she was sad? She was walking through the house. She opened the door up. You see all this little kid stuff, drawings, trophies, all this stuff. And then it says like Nicholas Scratch. Nicholas Scratch is Agatha's son, right? Agatha's son in the comics has 7 children. I hope you didn't hear that. I just accidentally hit the mic. But Agatha's son has 7 children in the comics. The children in the comics names are Vertigo, Bruticus, Gazelle, Hydron, Reptilla, Thorn, and Vacuum. In this show, Nicholas Scratch's children's names are Vertigo, Coyote, Crow, Fox, Owl, Rat, and Snake. Okay. So that makes these Salem 7 Agatha's grandchildren. So what does that mean as the story goes on when she encounters them? Are they going to reveal that to her? Is she going to know? Where is Nicholas Scratch? Where is her son? Where is he? These are the mysteries of Agatha. Will she get her powers back? Who knows? Who can tell? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. This is the end of the episode. Let me know what you think about those couple things. And stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to cover that episode 2 after I watch it. I'm going to watch them in a little bit apart because, I want to enjoy. I want to absorb. I want to, So I'm going to watch it a little bit later and then I'm going to get back to it. All right. Peace.